uh, schemes which the Government of India has announced. There are already existing schemes, and there are new schemes which have come in, like the schemes which would ensure that there is some progress or at least upgradation in our technology. So the basic problem which we may find in the foreign markets is that our technology may not be up to the mark to meet the international standards. So it is very much important that we upgrade our technologies and then ensure that our export product is on par with the international products. And a lot of technology upgradation schemes and a lot of incentive schemes in that regard have been announced, and I think the exporters would make use of them. And in this regard, let me take an example. Now, in the telecom sector, what I found recently is that a lot of imports from China are coming, especially with respect to a lot of telecom equipment. And you are all aware that our telecom sector is large, quite large, and expanding. The potential is very huge. But very few Indian players are there in that sector. And the reason, as a consequence of that, we have a lot of imports from China, and a lot of dumping is coming into India. And recently, in this sector, I think a draft paper has been prepared with respect to certain commodities which are being imported in India, and certain rates have been suggested with the deliberation with the industry and the concerned departments. And let me tell you, the rate of anti-dumping duty so far in certain telecom equipment is about 50% till date, and the proposed paper, it is talking about 260 to 70%. So that shows that how much the other countries, like especially China, is trying to bring in goods into India, and at what cost. I think a lot of subsidization is there in those countries wherein it encourages exports. But I think similar subsidy procedures may not, the levels cannot be expected from the Indian government, but certainly we can protect our markets or protect our industry by ensuring that those goods don't come in at those rates. Now, incidentally, as for the anti-dumping policy is concerned, we find that most of the policy is basically to ensure that there is no injury caused to the Indian industry, existing industry. But my opinion personally is that the anti-dumping duty should also ensure that the protection is also given to the potential industry. Because if something is easy to import or easy to buy, nobody would make an attempt to make. Therefore, the policies of the